rural, not real. Is my opponent aware of the difference between rural and real?
Well, the way you would have enunciated that word could have...
Why didn't you ask me to clarify my enunciation then, instead of misspeak for me?
I cannot interrupt your speech like that.
But I said rural, not real, in my first speech. But let me ask you another question. Which is more important, the outcome of something or the process?
I would say that the outcome of something is far more important than the process.
So would you not agree that over the course of our history that the outcome of the Electoral College has been great? We're the strongest nation in the world, the only world superpower with the largest economy. Wouldn't you say that the outcome's been pretty daggone good?
It has, but it could have been better with...
How can you say that it could have been better? Do you know that for sure? Let me ask you a question. Would you rather use something that's been tried, tested, and we know works, or would you rather try to do something that might or might not work and there's no guarantee that it would be better?
Well, I would say that the other system, the popular vote, would work because...
You're making a predictive. That's a fallacy. It's predictive. Do you know it would work?
I wouldn't say this is a fallacy because many other positions in our government are elected through popular vote.
And there's no mistakes in those?
I'm sure there are mistakes in that, but
You
there are also
pointed to
many
Richard
mistakes in the
Nixon,
Electoral
but in terms of Richard Nixon, it wasn't about buying an election. Think about this. Do you know who Richard Nixon's opponent was?
In which election?
In the election of 1972, after Watergate. Do you know who his opponent was?
Who was his opponent?
His opponent was George McGovern, who every single political scientist in the world says was absolutely the world's worst candidate ever in U.S. history. So we would have been stuck with the worst candidate? Obviously, he was a crook. When you give people a choice of bad or worse,
how
worse
could
or
they
bad?
say that he is a crook or going to be a bad candidate if he was never even given the opportunity? How could they say that?
All you had to do was listen to him speak. Let me ask you another question. You say that we should give the people what they want always, and that what the people want obviously is the best?
I didn't mention that. I said
Yes, you did. You said that just now in your speech. You said we should give the people what they want. What their choice is the best choice.
Well, this is because the electoral system is outdated in this country.
Why is it outdated?
Because now we have modern education. People know more about what...
41% of the people in the United States think that the Colbert Report is a legitimate news source. Only 69% of the people in the United States can identify the vice president.
Where does your evidence come from for this?
My evidence comes from the Pool Political Outcome Survey, which is taken every single year and is one of the most respected researchers' think tanks. Pardon?
How many people are surveyed?
That survey is based on 10,000 people across the country.
Perhaps they don't want to know anymore, though, because they feel as if their vote doesn't matter. So why should they care about something they have no input on in our democracy?
So you're arguing that because I think something might not be, I don't want to know?
It's not that. It's a matter of, in our democracy, we have the right to vote.